Well, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I sorted the incubator out. I took the egg carriers out and put the mat down because it's obviously it was the 18th day, and I've got the brooder down, put the brooder out, got it all prepared and got it ready, got the heater on to get it up to temperature ready, because obviously by Wednesday we should start having some chickies, hopefully. But I was just looking at the eggs, just checking the eggs out, and I can't believe what I've just seen. Can you see that? I'll show you. Just right there, look. It's Pippin. Unbelievable. So because of that, I've just raised the humidity to 65 because there's obviously a little pinprick in the egg and obviously don't want it to dry out. Well, since this morning we've got another 4 more, so we have 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they're still a little bit exhausted yet. So I'll not remove them. And there's still a couple drying out. So I think that one there in the middle, that's the first one I can see because it's completely dry and is, or she, is full of life. Cool. So I've just got the brooder out 10 minutes ago and I've got it all set up so it's all ready. The heater's on, a bit of straw, but this time we've got paper on the floor. It's going to be a lot easier to clean out because there's a possible chance we might have quite a few more chickies than last year in one go. So, but yeah, all ready, all up and running. Come on, chickies. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Hello, good morning. Come on. Good morning. Come on. Come on. Go on. So we've had the eggs hatch now, and I've left it 7 days just for everything to settle down. And I wanted really just to talk to you about the truth of obviously incubating your own eggs. So we started off with 20 eggs, and then on the 7th day we candled them, and it appeared to be that there was 18 viable. There was definitely 2 that weren't. We could definitely see that they weren't. So we took them away and we were left with 18. So on the 18th day, put the mat in, got the brooder ready, as I've already said, and they started hatching, well, Pippin, sorry, on the 9th, I think it was. So within a couple of days, we ended up with 15. So 15 had hatched, and there was two that weren't really doing very well. They didn't last, so we'd lost two within a day of hatching. So I let them all dry out and all fluff out, and put them in the brooder. So we had 13. And then overnight I came back and there was 3 that wasn't doing very well. Don't know how it happened, but there was 2 of them like hanging out of the brooder. So it looked like they'd got cold and obviously wasn't doing too well. So I put them back in the incubator, and within about 4 or 5 hours they'd come back to life. So I thought, oh, okay, that's okay. And they were looking pretty healthy, so I put them back with the rest of them. And there was one with badly spayed legs, both legs, couldn't move. And there was one with a dodgy foot. So I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen there. Anyway, next day I had to sort 3 out, and it's heartbreaking really, but they were the same again, just lifeless. Spayed leg was lifeless. It was struggling for breath. So I took the 3 out and sorted them out, and I was left with the one with the dodgy foot. Anyway, next day that was bad, so I dispatched that. Anyway, so we were down to 9 chicks, and they were actually very healthy. They were bombing about, which was good, but there was one just a little bit slow. Anyway, yesterday it wasn't looking too well, so I took it out in the afternoon. I brought it inside with me, sat watching telly. It was cold. I warmed it up, put it in a woolly sock. It wasn't really doing much, so I put it back under the brooder with the rest of them, and I checked it in an hour, and while I was actually stood there about to pick it up, it did pass away itself. So out of 20 eggs down to 18, 15 birth, and we're now down to 8. So the truth is that they don't all survive. There's always something that may go wrong or just not healthy, and you can't do anything about it. You know, these little chickies, if they come out and they're healthy and they're running about, then that's fine. But anything that stops them from doing that, then they're just not going to survive. And the longer you leave it, they're suffering. So you've got to take them out. So that's this year for me on our first batch of chickies. It's a bit upsetting that, you know, we've started off with 20 and only ended up with 8. But 8's better than none. We've learnt at this time that obviously the chickies that we got the eggs from, we've got a few left that we kept for egg layers, and they started the batch from last year. The hens started laying the eggs about, I don't know, October this year, I think. So we took the eggs to incubate from them, and they were actually smaller than the ones that are coming up to 2 years old. I've got 2 really nice hens that are good layers and big eggs. So obviously when we were collecting the eggs, there were some quite small, and my mother-in-law told Anna that you know, the small eggs aren't really a good idea, and I have to say she was right. It's really the small eggs on the first year of layers weren't strong enough. So that's the lesson learned, not to use newly laying hens. Give them at least 6 months to sort themselves out, basically. Now listen to them. Chicky chicky. So really that's the truth, and you've got to be prepared. You know, if you're like me, you know, with everything, with wildlife, I absolutely adore it. I love it. I photograph it. It's, you know, I love life. And when you see poorly ones, it does upset me. So you've got to get into a different mindset, and deal with it, because the poor little things just suffer otherwise. Especially when they can't walk, they can't eat, they can't drink. You try your best, and there's nothing that you can do. It's just not worth it. So you need to prepare yourself for some disasters, but we'll still keep doing it and we'll keep learning. It's only our second season, really, of incubating our own. We did 2 last year, and we'll probably, I don't know, we may do another one later on when it warms up a bit, I suppose. But we'll see how these go. But like I said, they're all, the ones that we've got remaining now, they seem to be really happy and healthy. So I'm quite happy with that, I have to say. So that's it, really. Like I said, I had to leave it a few days just to let things settle down, because I could see things weren't going too well for some of them. And I just wanted everything to settle down and sort itself out, and I think it has now. And just watch them grow and feather out and pull them out with the rest of the hens. I'll give you a last look at these ones while they're in the brooder. Cheeky, come on. Look at bombing out. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the other one? Come on. Cheeky, cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Oh, it's hiding under the brooder. Come on. Come on. Hello. Hello. So yeah, you can see these are good. So there you go, that's it. I'll finish my coffee because it's still early this morning. It's only about 7 o'clock, I think. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.